Hi there! You should join the Stellaris Grand AI tournament right now. Why? Because it's so simple, that's one of the reasons. So if you like creating Stellaris empires, that is for you. Just post your 1 to 3 empires in the comments below, on Discord, in the forum, or by email. I will accept any form that you like, description, file, copy, pasta, that's of course the premium, images, whatever form you like. Just bring out there what you want to be in there. What is it about? We want to throw AI empires into a galaxy. They will love and fight each other as AIs do, and in the end we will know which AI is the best. We'll have more galaxies the more participants we have, so the more the merrier. So if you can, like, post in the forum threads and so on. So we can have many people in there, and this is a great event. It's also about showing your creations. So you know that there is a backstory here. For example here, from the womb of Mother Blue was born a species proud and strong, the Mamodian people and their hunter-gatherer society, and so on. So I like these little backstories, and I like to read them out when you make a creation. There's some effort into it. I want to present the creation. So there will be a video where I just show you all the empires that are participating. If it's 100, I don't care. I'll present them all. I'll present them all with time marks and so on. So I'll show and comment on every one of your empires in a big video about all the participant empires and their backstories, and of course their game design and what chances they have and what would be their play. So it's a creative and competitive opportunity at the same time. You can choose to be competitive only, just let the game make the backstory, just leave the backstory open, that's okay. You don't need a backstory. You can also choose to be creative only and send me only a backstory, and then I'll make an empire for that backstory. So you don't need either of it. You don't need to be competitive, you don't need to be creative. You can be creative or competitive just as you like. It can be a bit of both, that's great. Make sure to include your handle so I can mention from whom this creation then is. What will be done with your creation? It will be put into a default galaxy. I'll show you shortly what is a default galaxy. You click to default. Here, that's that, but we'll change it a little bit because we want no crisis. That will influence the result a bit. We'll put the victory year off. We'll have, depending on how many participants they have and depending on the stage of the tournament, we'll have like 200 or 500 or 1,000 years where they'll battle each other. We'll have no marauder empires, no fallen empires, no advanced AI starts, because we want fair and square your empires put against each other. So we'll have these default galaxies with 9 AI empires plus 1 that I choose, so we'll have 10 empires each. So it's a normal number of empires for the medium-sized galaxy, and these are the settings I will use. Just everything on standard. What will we do with that? I'll compile. What I will do with this galaxy is I will make the galaxy run in AI mode, AI only mode. I'll record it. It will be hours and hours and hours of footage, and I will compile it and put it together into like 5 to 15 minute videos, depending on the stage of the tournament we're in. Like it's 200, 500 or 1,000 years. It's probably 5, 10, 15 minute videos. So there will be a big 15-minute videos probably at the end of the tournament, and there will be a couple of 5-minute videos for the 200 years first stages of the tournament, and something in between for the 500 years. And so who will participate and how will your empire do? Who will win? We'll find out together. Can you make a master of the galaxy? Can you make a really strong AI? It will be interesting to find out what is successful in the new patch. It will be interesting to find out if a great story unfolds. It will be interesting to find out what kind of empires you create. Everything will be extremely interesting. There are some things, though, you should know about creating the empires, so I can make sure they will be included in the galaxy. And I'll show you these things shortly. So you'll go to new game. The first thing is what you do before the game starts. So if you create an empire and want to send me the text out of the empires file, which is the easiest way to do also for me, you should deactivate all your mods, then load up the game and make these empires, then get out of the game and copy that thing to me. And then you can activate the mods again and it will probably work again. I mean, it's not a big thing. It's 3.3. Everyone has mods deactivated at the start, so most of the bugs I had with including and not including species and empires into the game were caused by mods. So I'm just saying that deactivate the mods, then send it to me, then activate the mods again. Then there's something about the system. Like, there are a couple of systems here, and you should only use random. You should only use random. Exceptions, if you use the origins for something like Ocean Paradise, for example, then you can, of course, use the Ocean Paradise. This will always be the starting system, using the Ocean Paradise system. Same for the Void Dwellers origin, but please do not go for Void Dwellers Sol or something like that. Or random binary, random trinary. That's too specific. That will cause your empire to not be included in the game. So please, as random as you can, depending on your origin. So that's the one thing. Then there are some origins that are not meant to be used in the game. Scion is one of them. So if we have a Scion in there, this means we would need a Fallen Empire, and we will not use Fallen Empire because Fallen Empires make a game very dependent on luck. Who is their neighbor? What do they interact with? And it could screw up an empire that could shine. I mean, we want your empires to be the focus of the game, to be the focus of the time lapse, and not the Fallen Empires that are randomly generated. So please don't choose the Scion background. Then there are some risky origins like Doomsday. It has been improved, but it will be a significant struggle for your AI. If you want it to succeed, you shouldn't probably choose Doomsday or something like that. Right at the start, there's the biography. I like backstories. So, how much backstory does fit in here? It's 512 keystrokes. It means characters plus like empty spaces make around 512 keystrokes, and they fit in here. So if you include a biography, a backstory, make sure it fits in here. I'll read it from here in the presentation video, and if you like your name to be included or your handle or whatever, please put it at the start. I would love to see who you are and to connect the empires and see what kind of things you do. That's just very interesting. And on the other hand, it's maybe also, you can be proud of your creation, put your name there. It's your creation. It's something you've done. It's cool. So put it there at the start, and then we'll read the backstory. What is the general setup for it? Come back to that. So it's the Ensign difficulty, that's important. What does the Ensign difficulty do? It gives the AI no bonuses, no negatives, and it uses the full AI mindset, so to say. So it will use the full power of the AI, but the AI will get no resource bonuses. And so it's the fair thing to do, to use the Ensign difficulty. So with these settings, also excluding, as you've seen, Fallen Empires, Marauder Empires, Advanced AI starts, we'll make sure that the game is fair and square. We'll start elliptical, so there'll be a lot of interlinking, and no one will be boxed into an edge. That is an advantage and a disadvantage for some empires. We'll just use it because it's the default. And it will be very interesting to see which empires will succeed. If there's a great story for your empire that unfolds, if there's a great story that maybe connects with the empire, they've said they had some AI behavior added to the game, depending on how your empire's built. For example, Materialist Empire will play more into the direction of using and creating technology, or Militarist Empire will attack more than a normal AI empire, and so on. And these things are all new to the AI, so there will be a lot of flavor added in there, and we will see that flavor play out together. So what is left to be said, please stay in contact. If this is in a forum, please post your empire below. If not, just send me a message with your empire included, however you like it. Even images are okay. You could subscribe or join our friendly Discord. I've included the links in the description below. Just to stay in contact and to see when and where and how I post the videos. I don't know exactly how long it will be until I can post, but you should expect like there will be a phase of like a week from me collecting empires and putting them into the game and making sure they all work. And then there will be a phase where I play them out, so I need like computer time, calculation time. Depending on how quick it is, depending how the new performance is, it will be like 10, 20 hours, I don't know, for a galaxy to play out. I've got a pretty quick machine, but still it will take some time, especially if we go up from 200 to 500 to 1,000 years. It will need some time, and especially the rendering, because I will be recording, if I can, in 4K resolution, so it will all look good, even if I speed it up massively for the videos, because you don't want to watch like 20 hours of footage, right? You want it in 5 to maximum 30 minutes or something like that. That is the form of the time-lapse, and I want to concentrate on like 5, 10, 15 minutes. 15 minutes maybe for the final. So we can have a fun and enjoyable video together, a fun and enjoyable experience together as a community. So this is a community project, and I'll include just like everything you want. Everyone is like limited to 3 empires maximum, and as soon as we can, we'll start with the first player. So as soon as I have like 20 empires, in the time that I don't use my computer, I'll use the calculation time and start the recording and make it go as fast as we can. But due to the process that I've just described, like recording, rendering to a certain size, that will have to be done in a couple of steps, because it's such a long time. It will take like 1-2 weeks until we get the first video. But once the first video is out, the next ones should follow quickly. So I'll make it as quick as I can, but it will need a little bit of time. You can still post empires, and as long as you post empires, I'll create new galaxies for the first stage. That said, I'm extremely looking forward to this tournament. Thank you for watching, and happy gaming to you. Join now, create an empire, create 2 empires, create 3 empires. You don't have to decide now. You can just post an empire that you have like on your mind. Later come back, post another empire, and so on. And we'll make this Grand AI tournament run, and we'll find out how your empire fares, if you will become the master of the galaxy, the master of AIs, which empires will dominate others, which empires are strong. All kinds of things, all kinds of stories will play out. And I'm really looking forward to it. Have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. This is Manuel Khan signing out. See you soon, and happy gaming.